Sharon and I bought this house in 1971, long time ago. And before we moved here, we were living in a one-room cottage, South Florida. Old wooden cottage, probably built in the 1920s. We paid Sharon's mother $50 a month to live there. Well, that was pretty cheap back then, and gave us a chance to save some money. So we got up enough nerves to let's buy a house. So we went out into the suburbs of South Florida and found a house, and this is it in 1971. And we went from paying $50 a month to $300 a month, which was a big choking payment, especially since when we went to the closing for the house, I didn't have a job. I just lost my job. The company I was working for closed its plant and was moving back to Chicago. So I kept my mouth shut at the closing and went in there and signed the papers with no job. So anyways, we bought this house from a family that was having a hard time making payments here, and they moved into a trailer. So we moved in here, and as soon as I moved in, Sharon and I moved into the house. At night, not during the day, but at night, we would hear chains dragging across the ceiling, back and forth during the night. And we just couldn't figure out what could cause that kind of noise in the attic of the house. Well, this house has a typical South Florida tract home attic, which is like only about 3 feet tall. So you absolutely could not stand up in this attic. Even a child would have a problem standing up in this attic. So these chains, this noise at night, back and bum 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 bum, like it dragged over rafters. And I decided it's time to investigate what is this noise in the attic. So I got a A-frame ladder and put it in the hallway and open up the scuttle hole that leads to the attic. And I took a flashlight up there and I'm looking around inside and I can't find anything. But right at the edge of this scuttle hole, it's like a wooden framework, I found a couple of pictures, black and white pictures of the family that lived here that we bought the house from. I took those pictures down and I tore them up and threw them in the trash. I didn't try to find the people who had moved. I don't know where she moved to and her children, but I just threw them in the trash. And this is the noise that kept going back and forth every night over the ceiling, dragging chains. And when I took those pictures and I took them out of the attic and tore them up and threw them in the trash, that noise stopped. So it was something to do. All I can call them is ghosts in the attic. And these people weren't dead, but they left some kind of essence of themselves behind in the house. So as soon as I got rid of those pictures, that noise, that boom, 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 that trailing like chains going across the attic, stopped. And that's the story of Ghosts in the Attic, Searcy, 1971.